What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, bringing you my review of Platinum End Chapter 2. So let's get this started. So basically what we got throughout this chapter was more build up to the story, what exactly is going through our characters' minds, and, more info on basically the world, what is going on between these angels and humans who are trying to compete against the title of God. So in this chapter of Platinum End, we are introduced to several different new characters who are probably going to be ending up playing the candidates for the title of God. So in this chapter as well, we get introduced to more info on the red arrow and the white arrow. The red arrow is the arrow that basically has the effects to make people love you, and you can, do whatever you want with them, really, necessarily. They will obey your every command. With the white arrow, it has 100% accuracy and can instantly kill anyone it touches, necessarily. So throughout this chapter, we get more info with these arrows with different characters. For example, the egocentric character who ended up wanting to have all the women in the world, he ended up using the angel's powers that he had received for his own greed, necessarily, in order to create his own harem. So there's that, and he ends up dying in the cost of it, because technically what he's doing, he's trying to make love to these girls against their will, because they are not aware of it. It's only due to the power of the red arrow. And he ends up getting taken out by a different candidate as well, who apparently is wearing like a superhero costume or something like that. He ends up getting killed by the white arrow, and apparently this character is very mysterious. He is in a superhero costume, but yet he has his own sense of justice. He's like, you cannot do this with the angel's powers, whatever. You are not worthy, or something like that. So definitely gonna have to watch out for this character. He might end up meeting our main character, and then we get the moment to the guy that previously died ends up going to heaven with his angel. I'm assuming heaven. He's going to heaven, but he ends up going to heaven. And apparently there is a dialogue exchange between the angel and the other angel that is introduced through this end of the chapter. And it shows his human candidate as well. And apparently this human candidate only has 12 more people to kill. Now, in the beginning of the chapter 1, or at the end of chapter 1, it was actually said that there is 13 people who already have been chosen candidates for the title of God. So now, since we got our first death of the candidate in this chapter, that leaves only 12 more people left. So very interesting so far. Very, very, very interesting. Now, what I want to get into is, are we going to be introduced to demons as well as in this manga? Because we get the theme that is going on between the angels, but what if we also get the theme introducing the demons as well and their perspective? Like, could there be candidates for demons, and then see how there's a conflict between angels and demons? Like, that would be very, very interesting, I think. And it kind of makes me think. It kind of makes me think in a way. The main character is very, very... I actually really like this character. He's starting to develop really well. And we see throughout this chapter that our main character is not acting impulsively. He's not listening to Nasse, I'm pretty sure that's how you say it, Nasse, I don't know, the angel that is always following him. And, he's very level-headed on his decisions. He does not want to act impulsively because, apparently, from what Nasse said, she said that, why don't you just kill your uncle and kill his kids along with it in order to get their money, basically. And he does not want to do that because of the fact, his kids didn't do anything, and two, the uncle, even though he might deserve it, just killing someone doesn't make anything better, just to get revenge. It doesn't solve anything. It doesn't solve happiness, which is what our character is talking about. Our character just wants to live a life through normal happiness, and if he just goes about, trying to get revenge on everything, he's never going to experience that happiness. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that our main character necessarily doesn't want to get his hands dirty because it's just not going to solve anything, even though he technically got his hands dirty in chapter 1. But I think just due to the way that how the authors of Death Note and Bakuman, like how they create their characters, especially the fact of Death Note. Death Note is a very dark series, and this series is starting to become pretty dark as well. I mean, if you didn't think that it was dark in chapter 1, you're dead wrong. It's pretty dark. So I think what might go on is that maybe this Nasse angel, hypothetically, let's just say hypothetically, that, you know, she is very corrupted. Just her way of thinking, she has a very warped sense of thinking, and, you know, she's like telling our main character, you know, why don't you just kill the uncle and his kids? Like, she's all happy about it, you know. She is a very corrupted angel, or either she is a demon in sheep's clothing, and otherwise, you know, known as a demon in angel's clothing. Maybe she is a demon. We don't know. Maybe our main character has a demon on his hand besides a angel. But then again, that is no confirmation. This is just hypothetical. But it would be very, very interesting to see how, you know, this is going to play out in the near future, because eventually our main character is going to have to get his hands dirty. I mean, just think about my theory for a minute. Because, I mean, in biblical literature, we know that God created all other angels and all living things, right? So what if this Nasse, this angel that our main character is always with, is the personification of Lucifer, before he obviously became, you know, Lord of the Underworld. And Lucifer, as we know, was a very corrupt angel. So what if this is what we are getting into? Nasse is actually Lucifer incarnate and is trying to manipulate our main character to do certain things. Just think about that for a moment. So yeah, really enjoying Platinum End so far. I really cannot wait to see where the story is going to go from here. Very interested to see that, and just how things are going to play out between our main character and what decisions he's going to make in the future. So what did you guys think of Platinum End Chapter 2? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And as always, if you liked the video, please give it a like. And if you want to see more Platinum End reviews and just more content in general on my channel, then stay subscribed to the channel, and you'll never miss a video from me. That about does it for the video, guys. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you all for the continuous support that I have been getting on this channel. It really does mean a lot, and I'll catch you all in the next video.